Let's start with the prompt. Which choice best describes the function of the underlying sentence in the text as a whole? So in order to understand one sentence, you have to read and understand the whole thing. So let's start. The 1967 release of this book isolated this person from almost all other scholars and activists of the civil rights movement. Though many of those thinkers disagreed with each other, he nonetheless found ways to disagree with them all. He thought that activists who believed that Black people, such as himself, should culturally assimilate were naive, but he also sharply criticized Black nationalists, such as Marcus Garvey, who wanted to establish independent, self-contained Black economies and societies, even though he himself identified as a nationalist. So what we're seeing here is that there's a book that isolated this person from all of the other scholars in his field. Many thinkers did disagree with each other, but still he found ways to disagree with all of them. He thought that activists who believed that people should assimilate were naive, but he also criticized people at the other end. The important word there is but, because even if we don't understand some of the terminology, we see that there are opposites. So he offended both sides of the conversation. So let's look at the answers. Let's go back to the underlined portion here real quick. That part was the part that said that he also sharply criticized the opposite side. So it was kind of saying he criticized one side, but he also disagreed with the second side. So the underlined portion, A, describes a direction that he felt the movement ought to take. No, it was talking about how he offended a second side of the movement. B indicates that his reputation is undeserved. I didn't see that there. C describes a controversy that his work caused within the movement. Well, kind of a controversy, but controversy I think would be more if we heard people's reactions to it. D, it helps explain his position with respect to the community of civil rights thinkers. Yeah, it is helping to explain because basically half the position was that he was against the people who wanted to assimilate. The other half of the position was that he was against the nationalists. So I would definitely pick D because yes, it is explaining his position with respect to the community of thinkers. So we'll go ahead and answer D here.